The air crackles with anticipation, thousands roar as two warriors circle each other inside the octagon. This is the UFC, where the primal thrill of combat collides with the calculated precision of martial arts. It's a spectacle that ignites our most basic instincts, yet demands respect for the skill and athleticism on display. From the bone-jarring impact of a perfectly timed kick to the intricate grappling exchanges on the mat, every fight is a story of human strength and vulnerability. It's a chess match played at lightning speed, where one mistake can be the difference between victory and defeat. But beyond the violence and spectacle lies a deeper story. The UFC is a microcosm of human competition, a crucible where athletes push their physical and mental limits in pursuit of greatness. It's a sport that demands dedication, discipline, and an unyielding will to win. So let's step inside the octagon and explore the fascinating world of the UFC, from its humble beginnings to its current status as a global phenomenon. The year was 1993. The place Denver, Colorado. A group of 8 fighters from different martial arts backgrounds stepped into an octagonal cage, ready to answer a simple yet brutal question: which fighting style reigns supreme? This was UFC 1, a no-holds-barred spectacle that shocked audiences and ignited a cultural phenomenon. It was a raw, visceral display of combat, with few rules and even fewer expectations. Royce Gracie, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner, emerged victorious, proving the effectiveness of his grappling-based style against larger, stronger opponents. The early days of the UFC were marked by controversy and criticism. Critics decried it as human cockfighting, and the sport faced political pressure and censorship. But beneath the surface of brutality, a new sport was being forged. Over time, the UFC evolved. Rules were implemented to protect fighters' safety, weight classes were introduced to ensure fairness, and the organization embraced a more professional image. What started as a spectacle of violence had transformed into a legitimate sport. To the untrained eye, a UFC fight might look like chaotic brawling, but beneath the surface lies a complex interplay of physics, biomechanics, and strategy. Every punch, kick, takedown, and submission hold is a testament to the science of combat. Take, for example, the physics of a knockout. A well-placed punch can generate hundreds of pounds of force, transferring enough kinetic energy to the head to disrupt brain function. The angle of impact, the speed of the strike, and the target area all play a crucial role in determining the effectiveness of a blow. Then there's the biomechanics of grappling. Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and judo practitioners utilize leverage, joint manipulation, and positional dominance to control and submit their opponents. They understand the human body's weaknesses and exploit them with surgical precision. Training for a UFC fight is a full-time job that requires a unique blend of physical and mental conditioning. Fighters spend countless hours honing their striking, grappling, and wrestling skills, pushing their bodies to the limit in preparation for the ultimate test of strength and endurance. In 2001, the UFC was on the verge of bankruptcy. Seen as a barbaric spectacle by many, it struggled to find its footing in the world of professional sports. Enter Dana White and the Fertitta brothers, who purchased the struggling organization for a mere $2 million. Little did they know they had stumbled upon a goldmine. Under their leadership, the UFC underwent a dramatic transformation. They implemented stricter rules, embraced marketing and branding, and secured lucrative television deals. The sport's popularity exploded, attracting a new generation of fans drawn to its athleticism, intensity, and compelling storylines. Key to the UFC's success was its ability to create superstars. Fighters like Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture, and Georges St-Pierre became household names, their larger-than-life personalities transcending the sport. And then came Conor McGregor, the brash Irishman who took the world by storm with his knockout power, trash-talking prowess, and undeniable charisma. McGregor's meteoric rise exemplified the UFC's marketing genius. They understood the power of personality and spectacle, creating narratives that captivated audiences and fueled pay-per-view buys. The UFC had become a global entertainment juggernaut, with events selling out arenas around the world and generating billions of dollars in revenue. Their innovative marketing strategies, including social media campaigns and brand partnerships, further solidified their dominance in the sports entertainment industry. The UFC has grown beyond its American roots to become a global phenomenon. Events are now held in countries around the world, from Brazil to Japan, and the sport has a massive international following. Fighters from diverse backgrounds and nationalities compete in the octagon, showcasing a variety of fighting styles and techniques. The UFC's global reach has helped to popularize mixed martial arts and has inspired a new generation of fighters and fans. The organization's commitment to international expansion is evident in its efforts to host events in new markets and to sign fighters from all corners of the globe. As the UFC continues to grow, it remains a powerful force in the world of sports and entertainment. From the bustling streets of Rio de Janeiro to the neon lights of Tokyo, the roar of the crowd and the thrill of the fight are universal. The UFC has not only brought the world together through sport but has also fostered a deeper appreciation for the art and science of combat. With each event, the UFC pushes the boundaries of what is possible, uniting fans across continents and cultures. The octagon has become a stage where dreams are realized, legends are born, and the spirit of competition shines brighter than ever before. As the UFC looks to the future, its global impact continues to expand, promising even more electrifying moments and unforgettable battles on the world stage. As the UFC has grown into a global powerhouse, the evolution of training techniques has been nothing short of revolutionary. In the early days, fighters often entered the octagon with a background in a single martial art. They relied heavily on their expertise in disciplines like boxing, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, or wrestling. However, today's UFC athletes are the epitome of true mixed martial artists, proficient in striking, grappling, and wrestling. Modern training camps have adapted to meet the demands of this evolution. Fighters now work with a diverse team of coaches, each specializing in different disciplines. Boxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and strength and conditioning are just a few areas where fighters hone their skills. The integration of sports science and technology has further transformed the landscape. Advanced methods are utilized to optimize performance, enhance recovery, and prevent injuries. Nutrition and mental conditioning have become cornerstones of preparation, reflecting the professionalization of the sport. Fighters adhere to meticulously planned diets and mental training regimens to ensure they are at their peak both physically and mentally when they step into the octagon. This holistic approach to training not only prepares fighters for the physical demands of the sport, but also equips them with the mental fortitude to face the intense pressure of competition. The continuous evolution of training techniques is a testament to the sport's dynamic nature and the relentless pursuit of excellence by its athletes. As the UFC continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, the evolution of training techniques ensures that fighters are more prepared than ever to deliver electrifying performances and unforgettable battles. The octagon remains a proving ground where the best prepared athletes rise to the top, showcasing the art and science of combat in its most refined form. The inclusion of women in the UFC has been a game-changer for the sport. In an arena once dominated by men, the emergence of female fighters has shattered long-standing barriers and defied outdated stereotypes. Pioneers like Ronda Rousey, Miesha Tate, and Amanda Nunes have not only showcased their incredible skills, but have also become symbols of empowerment and resilience. These trailblazers have paved the way for women's fights to become some of the most anticipated events in the UFC, drawing huge audiences and generating significant revenue. Their bouts are a testament to the electrifying talent and raw determination that these athletes bring to the octagon. The success of female fighters has inspired a new generation of women to take up mixed martial arts, contributing to the sport's growth and diversity. The UFC's commitment to promoting women's divisions has helped to elevate the sport, proving that excellence knows no gender. As more women step into the octagon, they carry forward the legacy of those who fought to make their presence known. Their stories of grit and triumph continue to inspire millions, ensuring that the future of the UFC is more inclusive and dynamic than ever before. The role of women in the UFC is not just a chapter in the sport's history, it is a powerful narrative of courage, skill, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. As the UFC looks to the future, the organization faces both opportunities and challenges. The continued expansion into new markets, the development of new stars, and the integration of emerging technologies will shape the sport's trajectory. Imagine a world where UFC events are held in cities across the globe, uniting diverse cultures through the universal language of combat sports. The rise of new champions, each with their unique style and story, will captivate audiences and keep the sport ever evolving. But with growth comes responsibility. Issues such as fighter pay, health and safety, and the regulation of performance-enhancing drugs will also play a crucial role in the UFC's evolution. The organization must navigate these challenges with integrity and foresight to ensure the well-being of its athletes and the sport's credibility. Emerging technologies like advanced analytics and virtual reality promise to revolutionize training and fan engagement. Picture a future where fans can experience the thrill of a live fight from the comfort of their homes, fully immersed in the action through VR. Training camps will harness cutting-edge science to optimize performance and minimize injuries, pushing the boundaries of what fighters can achieve. The organization's ability to adapt and innovate will determine its success in an ever-changing sports landscape. With a dedicated fan base and a roster of talented athletes, the UFC is poised to remain a dominant force in the world of combat sports for years to come. The future of the UFC is a blend of tradition and innovation, where the spirit of the octagon continues to inspire and excite. As we look ahead, one thing is certain. the UFC's journey is far from over. The next chapter promises to be as thrilling and unpredictable as the sport itself.